A very good afternoon to one and all. Welcome back to Civics first year class. Today we will discuss your fifth chapter, that is political ideologies. Okay, what do you mean by ideologies? Ideologies is nothing but the philosophy. Okay, so your name of the chapter is political ideologies. If you see the weightage of this chapter, you will get 1 LAQ, 1 SAQ, and 3 VSAQs. 1 LAQ, 1 SAQ, and 3 VSAQs. And the weightage comes up to 21 marks. That means if you are thorough with this one chapter, you can, attempt the paper for 21 marks. So let us see the important questions. The first is basic ideas of Gandhism. Okay, in this chapter, you will study basically, you will study different ideologies like Gandhism, socialism, liberalism, individualism. Okay, along with, so we will discuss each of it in detail. So in LAQs, you will get, ideas of Gandhism and basic principles of socialism. What is socialism and what are its basic principles? In previous paper, that is in March paper, socialism was asked. Okay, so we can expect Gandhism this time, or they can repeat same socialism. Now, coming to short answers, here we will discuss individualism. We will also discuss the defects of socialism, then doctrine of non-violence, and concept of satyagraha. Now, these two questions, doctrine of non-violence and concept of satyagraha, this you will cover with Gandhism. When you study Gandhism, you will study what is satyagraha and what is non-violence. And defects of socialism can be discussed with when we study the basic principles. So let us move to the next slide. Now, the very short answers, 2 marks questions. You have these 3 questions. Okay, individualism, neoliberalism, laissez-faire, capitalism, Marxism, non-violence, satyagraha, trusteeship, non-cooperation, and civil disobedience. Now, this question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is from Gandhism. Okay, and these are from socialism. So, if you are learning Gandhism and socialism properly, you will be able to learn very short answers. I always tell you, if you're thorough with, LAQs and SAQs, you can easily write your VSAQs. So, quickly, let us move to the basic ideas of Gandhism. So, when we are writing Gandhism, we should give a brief introduction about Gandhiji. Okay, his full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay, his full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and he is regarded as father of our nation. Mahatma Gandhi is regarded as the father of our nation. He was born on 2nd October 1869. He was born on 2nd October in the year 1869 in a village of Gujarat called Porbandar. So he was born in Gujarat. So what was his methods or weapons when he was, fighting with the Britishers for Indian freedom? The methods he used was truth, non-violence, satyagraha. These were his weapons. So he used these weapons not only to fight with the Britishers, but also to free India from the social evils, the evils of the society, like sati system, okay, then discrimination on the basis of caste, then child marriages. So these were the social evils. So he used these methods or weapons not only to fight against the British, but also to fight or free India from the social evils. Okay, so the basic ideas of Gandhism are the methods which he not only preached, Okay, but he also followed those methods. So let us discuss the basic ideas of Gandhi. The first point is metaphysical idealism. Okay, Gandhi ji, he believed in metaphysical ideals. So what do you mean by metaphysical ideals? These ideals are abstract. Now, what do you mean by abstract? You cannot see them. Okay, you cannot see them, but you can feel it. Okay, you cannot see them, but you can feel it. Okay, that is like truth. You cannot feel the truth, but you can feel it. Then the presence of God is everywhere. We say God is everywhere. Can we see the God? No, but we can feel. We can feel that God is everywhere. So what do you mean by metaphysical? Abstract ideas. Abstract means something which you cannot see, but you can feel. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Okay, so Gandhiji's first idea was metaphysical idealism. Metaphysical idealism. Good. Okay, now his metaphysical idealism was a unique combination of values, moral values based on non-violence. Gandhiji, he believed in non-violence. He believed in non-violence. Ethics. Ethics are nothing but your moral values. You should be able to differentiate between the right and the wrong, good and the bad. And Vedanta. He has done the study of Veds. Okay. So what is metaphysical idealism? Gandhiji's idea was based on truth. He believed that God is everywhere. Okay. And it was a unique combination based on non-violence, ethics, and Vedanta. Okay. If you are writing this much, that is enough. So this was the first principle of Gandhism, that is metaphysical idealism. Let us move to the next one. Okay, next one is ethical absolutism. Now, what do you mean by absolutism? Absolute means complete. Absolute means complete. So, Gandhiji, he gave more importance to ethical values, your moral values. Okay, differentiation between good and bad, right and wrong. That is absolutism. Okay, he said that the ethics are ruling the men. Okay, ethics are ruling the men. That was his idea. Your moral principles, your moral values will rule you. And according to him, Rita, or the ethical values are ruling the men. Next is doctrine of non-violence. Doctrine means principle. Principles of non-violence. Okay, so what do you mean by non-violence? Not harming others. Okay, non-violence means not harming others. But Gandhiji, he said, non-violence means not causing harm to others, not only through your actions, but also through your words or thoughts. We say that violence is harming anybody, physically through your actions. But Gandhiji, he said that non-violence is not causing harm to others. Gandhiji said that not causing harm to others, not only through your actions, okay, with your words and thoughts also. We should not harm anybody with our words and thoughts, okay. Not only your actions, but your words and thoughts will also cause harm to others. So non-violence means not causing harm to others through actions, words, or thoughts. Through actions, words, or thoughts. So that is another, idea of Gandhiji. That is non-violence. Gandhiji, he believed in non-violence. Okay. Then truth. Truth, love, and fearlessness, courage are essential conditions for non-violence. So a person who follows truth, okay, who believes in truth, who loves, who is fearless, and who is courageous, okay, that person will not get involved in violent activities. Okay, so for non-violence, the essential conditions are truth, love, fearlessness, and courage. Okay. Next is doctrine of Satyagraha. Now, Satyagraha means love force and soul force. Satyagraha is, fighting for your rights. So how are you fighting for your rights? You're not, indulging in violence. You're using love force and soul force. So what do you mean by Satyagraha? Satyagraha means love force and soul force. So Gandhiji, he used Satyagraha as a powerful weapon, not only to fight against British, but also to fight or eradicate social evils. Okay. So he adapted this weapon of Satyagraha not only to fight with the Britishers, but also to eradicate the social evils. So what are the, various movements organized by him? He organized civil disobedience movement. He organized civil disobedience movement. He organized non-cooperation. Civil disobedience movement is also known as Salt Satyagraha. Okay. Civil disobedience movement is also known as Salt Satyagraha. Against the salt laws made by the Britishers, Gandhiji started civil disobedience. He went to, Dandi village and he, produced salt. So that is Salt Satyagraha or civil disobedience. Another name for it is Dandi March. Another name for it is Dandi March. Then next is, these movements were completely non-violent. Okay, Gandhiji, he believed in non-violence. So all his movements were non-violent. The next is non-cooperation. Another movement organized by Mahatma Gandhi. It was in 1920s. And this civil disobedience movement was in 1930s. Okay. A non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji organized this non-cooperation movement against the Britishers, okay, as a protest against Jallianwala Bagh incident, where many innocent people were killed. Okay. So against that incident, Gandhiji, he started non-cooperation movement. Okay. Then hartals. Okay, hartals means strikes. Then hunger strikes. All these were the different forms of Satyagraha. All these are the different forms of Satyagraha. So Gandhiji, he believed in Satyagraha. He used Satyagraha as his weapon against the Britishers and also to eradicate social evils. So what were the various movements organized by him? It was civil disobedience movement, non-cooperation movement, then hartals. Hartal means your strikes. Hartal means strikes. And hunger strikes also. Okay. So here he did not harm or he did not indulge in any kind of violence. During non-cooperation movement also, they boycotted British goods, they boycotted British offices, okay, they boycotted, government-sponsored meetings. They were just boycotting, okay, they were just boycotting. They did not indulge in any violence, okay, because Gandhiji, he believed in non-violence. So, I hope I'm clear with these 4 points. Next is Gandhiji's another idea was religion and politics cannot be separated. He believed that, religion and politics, they cannot be separated. Okay. He mixed humanistic, religious, and ethical values. He said that the politicians should be, humanistic and they should have some ethical values. And religion, according to him, was not rituals or blind faith. Okay. Every religion teaches, moral values. Okay. Every religion teach us moral values. So he said that religion is not rituals or blind faith. Religion is moral values. Okay. Religion is moral values. And he did not support state religion. He said that there should not be a state religion. What is state religion? Where the government activities are based on religion. So Gandhiji, he did not support this state religion. Okay. So he said that religion and politics, we cannot separate them. But the politics should be humanistic. You should have love for other people. You should have moral and ethical values. Why we are saying religious? Because religion also teaches moral values. Religion also teaches moral values. So we cannot separate religion from politics. A political leader, a political society in general, okay, should have moral values. Religion, it does not mean following certain rituals or having faith, blind faith. No, it is not religion. Religion is having moral values. Every religion teaches moral values. So he was against state religion. He was against state religion. Next is ends and means. This is very simple. Ends and means are very simple. End is your goal. Ends means your goals. Whereas means are the methods to achieve your goals. Ends are your goals. Means are the methods of achieving your goal. So your end or if your means are good, then you will get the positive result. The end will be good. If your means are good, the end will also be good. It is like, seed is end and end is like tree. Means is like seed. If you are sowing a healthy seed, you will grow a healthy plant. So as the seed, sow the tree. If the seed is healthy, your tree is healthy. So what is ends and means? Ends and means ends is the goal and means are the methods to achieve your goal. So for example, you are preparing for your exams. If you are working really hard, okay, you are not using any shortcut, then definitely you will pass with your good marks. You will pass with good marks. So because the method which you have adapted, that is your hard work, sincerity, will give you good result. Suppose if you are indulging in, malpractice, okay, or if you are trying to cheat, then your result may not be good. So end is like a goal. Okay, end is the goal and means are the methods of achieving your goal. Remember this. Means are the methods to achieve your goal. So if means are good, then your end is also good. Okay, result is also good. To achieve good results, you should adapt good means. It is like seed and tree. Seed is the means. If you sow the seed, then only you will get the tree. If the seed is healthy, then the tree will also be healthy. That is ends and means. These are only 2 lines, ma. It is very simple. Next is trusteeship. So this is another idea of Gandhi. Gandhiji said that individuals should become trustees to their own property. Individuals should become trustees to their own property. What do you mean by trustees? Caretakers. Trustees are nothing but the caretakers. Trustees are the caretakers. Okay, so Gandhiji, he said that every individual should become a caretaker of their own property. That means we must use what we need. Okay, and the extra what we have should be given to the needy. Okay, and we should give rest to the needy. We should use, if we have, a lot of property, keep the property you require, and the excess you have, you can give to the needy. And this will lead to economic equality. This is one of the method of achieving economic equality. If each and every individual is becoming the trustee of his own property, okay, he is using what he needs and giving away the extra what he has to the needy, and giving away the extra what he has to the needy, then we can achieve economic equality. So that is trusteeship. You can get a question for 2 marks. Trusteeship. So what is trusteeship? Keeping what you want, what you need, and giving the excess to the needy. Okay, that is trusteeship. Each and every individual should become the trustee of his own property. So if you are writing the 7 points like this, they are not very lengthy or confusing. You can see they are written in a very simple form. Okay, they are given in a very simple sentences. If you are writing this, you can easily get around 9 to 10 marks for this answer. So first you need to write the introduction about the Gandhiji. Then you should start with his ideas. What are his ideas? Metaphysical idealism. What is that metaphysical? He said that he believed in metaphysical ideas like truth. What is truth? Can we see it? Metaphysical means which is abstract, which cannot be seen. That is called as metaphysical. So we cannot see the truth. We cannot see the presence of God. But we know there is truth. There is God. Okay. So he used this metaphysical ideals along with non-violence and ethics. Okay. Next is ethical absolutism. Okay. we find this ethical absolutism in Rita of Vedanta. If you see the Ved, Hindu Vedas, Rita is one of its part. Okay, so the roots of ethical absolutism can be traced in Rita of Vedanta. Rita means righteousness. Okay, so according to him, Rita or ethical value is ruling the man. It is the ethical values, your moral values, that is ruling us. What are ethics? Ethics are your moral principles, moral values, which help us to differentiate between the right and the wrong, good and the bad. So only these values are ruling us. Okay, these values are ruling us. The next is principle of non-violence, doctrine of non-violence. Gandhiji, he said that we should adapt non-violence means. So what are non-violence means? What do you mean by non-violence? Non-violence means not to cause harm. Not to cause harm to others, either by your actions, words, or thoughts. Okay, you should not harm anyone with your actions, words, or thoughts. That is non-violence. Okay, and truth, love, and fearlessness, along with the courage, are essential conditions. That means a person who follows truth, who is fearless, who has love and compassion for others, who is courageous, okay, they have no non-violent. They are non-violent. They don't indulge in violence. Truth, love, fearlessness, and courage are the essential conditions of non-violence. Next is doctrine of Satyagraha. What do you mean by Satyagraha? Satyagraha means love force and soul force. Okay, and he used this, Satyagraha as a weapon to fight against British and to eradicate social evils. So what are the various movements organized by Gandhiji? Civil disobedience, non-cooperation, hartal, hunger strike. Okay, all these are the different forms of Satyagraha. These are the forms of Satyagraha. Then comes your religion and politics. Gandhiji, he mixed religion, humanism, and ethical values. He said that we cannot separate religion from politics. According to him, religion is not rituals. Riti Rivaj religion nahi hai. Blind faith religion nahi hai. But it is moral values. Okay, it is moral values, and he did not support state religion. You should not have a state religion. What is a state religion? Where you will have, where the laws are made on the basis of religion. In state religions, okay, if we say state religion, that means the whole country is governed by one religious laws. We call it as theocratic state. We have discussed in secularism, theocratic state. So he never supported theocratic states. Next is your ends and means. Okay, so what are ends? Ends are nothing, your goals. Ends are the goals. Means are the methods to achieve your goals. Okay, means are the methods to achieve your goals. So if your means are good, then your goal will be positive, you can say, or good. For example, here they have taken seed as a mean and tree as the end. If the seeds are healthy, then naturally you will get healthy tree, healthy fruits. Okay. So as the seed, so the tree. It depends on the seed. If you are sowing a healthy seed, you will get a healthy tree. Next is trusteeship. What is trusteeship? Trustees are the caretakers of the property. So Gandhiji, he said that each and every individual, they should become the trustees of their own property. Trustees of their own property. They must use what they want. Okay, they must use what they want, and the rest, the excess which you have, should be used for the needy. Should be used for the needy. Then it will lead to economic equality. It will lead to economic equality. Here, I'll give you one small example. Okay. For example, you are alone and you have a very big house. It has got, 7, 8 rooms. So do you really need 7, 8 rooms when you are alone? No. So what can you do? You can live in one room, and the extra rooms you can give to the homeless people. Yes or no? In that way, they will also get the shelter. This was the idea of Gandhi. He said that each and every person should become the trustee of his own property. He must use what he wants from his property, and the excess, he can use it for the needy. So with this, we can achieve economic equality. Okay, I hope Gandhism is clear now. You can expect this question for 10 marks, Gandhism. Next question is socialism. What is socialism? Okay, it is one of the important theories of state activity. It is one of the important theories, okay, given by the political theory thinkers about the state activities. And it was advocated to oppose defects of individualism. So what is individualism? First, we should know what is individualism. Individualism means here the individuals are set free. The state makes less laws. State has less control over the individuals. So that is individualism. And it is also against the capitalist system. What is capitalist system? Here, the rich people are governing for their own profit. In capitalist society, the rich people, they govern for their own profit. So Robert Owen, he started socialism in 1833. He started socialism in 1833, and Karl Marx, along with Friedrich Engels, he wrote Communist Manifesto. Okay, it is based on socialism. Okay, this Communist Manifesto, it gave basis to the socialism. So actually, the socialism was started by Robert Owen in 1833. And then Karl Marx, he gave it scientific basis, and he has written Communist Manifesto. So let us see what is socialism. Let us see the definition of socialism. Bertrand Russell, he gave the definition. He said that socialism is the advocacy of common ownership of land and property. Okay, advocacy means recommendation. Advocacy means recommendation. So what is socialism? It is the advocacy of common ownership, okay, of land and property. There should be common ownership to the land and property. That was the definition given by Bertrand Russell. So let us see the main principles of socialism. In socialism, from word socialism, it is coming from the word society. Okay, so in socialism, importance is given to society. Okay, in socialism, importance is given to society rather than individualism. Okay, in individualism, individuals are given important. But in socialism, society is given important. Okay. So it subordinates the interest of the individual to the interest of the society. Here, the interest of individual is not important. The interest of the society is important. Okay. It subordinates the individual interest to the interest of the society. Means in socialism, society is more important than an individual. In simple words, we can say that society is more important than an individual. Okay. So this socialism, it does not have any profit motive. In capitalism, you see, the rich people, they participate in government activities for their own benefit, for their own profits. But socialism, it is not guided by profit motive. Okay, so it says that we should produce such commodities which are essential for the common people. Okay, the basic needs of the people should be considered. The basic needs of the people should be considered. We should produce such commodities which are essential for the people. Okay, the commodities which are essential for the people, those commodities, those products should be produced instead of producing the products which are not, useful to the common people. Okay, so in socialism, importance is given to the society. In socialism, importance is given to the society. See, just understand the side heading, ma'am. If you understand the side heading, it will be easy for you to write the answer. What are we saying in this side heading? Importance to society. So clearly it shows that society is more important than the individual. So individuals, they work for their own benefit, their own profit. So socialism, it is not guided by profit motive. And they said that importance should be given to the production of commodities which are essential for the common people. Which are essential for the common people. Okay, rather than the things which are not useful for the common people. We should try to produce such commodities which are useful for the common people. Is it clear? Just, concentrate more on your side headings. Try to understand the side headings. Okay, if you are able to understand the side heading, it will be easy for you to write the answer. Next is organic unity of society. Organic unity of society. Now, this says that everyone in society must live and lead a life without poverty, hunger, inequality, and slavery. See here, what do you mean by organic unity first? You need to understand this. Organic unity. What do you mean by organic unity? Organic unity means making up a society. Okay, see, just for an example, I'll tell you, our body is made up of different organs. All the organs of our body constitute our body. Yes or no? If any organ is not functioning properly, we cannot, do our work perfectly. If you have problem with any of the organs, you will not be able to live a healthy life. So all the organs of your body constitutes your body. Similarly, the organic unity of society means people from different walks of life, they should come together. Everyone in the society, they should try to lead a life without poverty. We cannot only depend on government to solve our problems. Only government cannot solve our problems. Okay, it is the collaboration of the people and the government together. People and the government together will solve the problems. Okay, if you depend on government for everything, then it is not possible. Government may not be able to solve all our problems. So, we should work with the government for solving our problems. So, what are our problems? What are the major problems which a country or a society faces? It is poverty, hunger, inequality. Okay, inequality and slavery. So, everybody should work together as one constituent body, as one unit in the society to solve our problems. Okay, so organic unity of society. The people of the society, they should come together to live and lead a life without poverty, hunger, inequalities, and slavery. Then next is abolition of capitalism. Okay, abolition of capitalism. So what do you mean by abolition? Abolish karna. What do you mean by abolish? Ban kar dena. Not in practice, not to use it. So socialism desires to abolish capitalism. Okay, the socialists felt that the laborers were exploited. What is capitalism? The rich people, they'll make the laborers work for them and they will enjoy the profits. So rich people are becoming more rich and poor people are getting more poor. So the socialists, okay, they felt that the laborers were exploited in the capitalist society. Okay, the laborers are exploited in the capitalist society, and the life of this laborer is very miserable. Just now I told you, the rich people, they are becoming more and more rich, and poor people, they are getting more and more poor. So we should abolish this capitalism. We should abolish the capitalist society. Okay. Next is abolition of competition. Okay. See what happens if there is competition, it will create certain evils like corruption. When you are competing to win, you will adapt, wrong practices like corruption, monopoly, and illegal acts. Okay. So instead of competing, cooperation should be encouraged. Instead of competition, cooperation should be encouraged. If you are cooperating with each other, everybody will prosper. If you are competing, one will win and other will lose. And for winning, you may adapt, wrong practices like corruption, illegal acts will lead to wrong practices. So you should abolish competition, and instead of competition, we should encourage cooperation. Just for an example, there are 10 students in the class. If all the 10 students are, competing with each other to get first rank, so here it may happen that some of the students may indulge in cheating, malpractice, only to achieve that first rank. If all the 10 students, they are, cooperating with each other, they are learning together, then all of them may get good marks. Okay, so we should encourage cooperation rather than competition. So these are the principles of socialism. We'll continue with this. Next is belief in equality. The next one is belief in equality. So there is no inequalities among men. See, God has not created us equally. If you see a tree also, the fruits of that tree are of not same size. The leaves of that tree are not of same size. So human beings are also not equal. There are long standing inequalities among men. Okay, there are many equalities among them. Okay, so we should try to create a society based on merit, talent, and skills. Okay, we should try to wipe out these inequalities and we should try to form a new society on the basis of merit, talent, and skill. This is belief in equality. Everybody, according to their talent, according to their merits and skills, should be judged. Okay. Next is opposition to private property. Okay. Socialism, it opposes individual ownership and control over productive means. Okay. The socialism says that individual ownership and control over productive means should be stopped. It suggested that control over the means of production by the society. The means of production shall be controlled by the society, but not by an individual. So for that, we should go for nationalization. The solution for this is nationalization. Next is centralized planning system. Socialism considers centralized planning system essential for the rapid economic development, for eliminating poverty and unemployment. If you have a centralized plan, then it will lead to rapid development and elimination of poverty and unemployment. Okay, so with this we have completed both the LAQs. You have seven points in both the LAQs, Gandhism and socialism. I'll just keep it on the screen for a few seconds. You can see Gandhism, you have 7 points. Again, in socialism, you have 7 points. So if you are able to, understand these side headings, if you are able to understand what the side heading is, then you can present your answer in your own words. Okay. Try to understand what is it saying. See, centralized planning. What do you mean by centralized planning? The planning should be done at the central level so that there can be, rapid development. Okay. So shall we move to the next one? We'll move to the short answers. The Gandhism and socialism. These are two LAQs, important LAQs. If you are learning these two questions, you can write one LAQ. So let us move to the next question, that is for 5 marks, individualism. And one more thing, students. See, Gandhism and socialism, as these two are the most important topics. If you are getting a question from Gandhism for LAQ, you will get a question based on socialism for SAQs. Okay. If you are getting socialism for LAQ, then you will get a question for Gandhism in SAQs. But still, we should learn other answers like individualism, okay, liberalism and all. So what is individualism? Individualism means state should leave the individuals alone. That means state should not interfere in the matters of the individuals. Less laws should be made. Okay, so it advocated limited powers and functions of the state. Individualism, it supports that the powers of the states should be less and maximum freedom to the individuals. इंडिविजुअलिज्म वर्ड से ही समझ में आता कि इंडिविजुअल्स को यहाँ पर ज्यादा अहमियत दी जा रही है. स्टेट के फंक्शंस पावर्स कम करना है, इंडिविजुअल्स के फ्रीडम्स ज्यादा होने चाहिए. ओके, सो इंडिविजुअलिज्म मीन्स स्टेट शुड लीव द इंडिविजुअल्स अलोन. ओके, देयर शुड बी लिमिट to the powers and functions of the state. When we say state, here it is government. Okay, here it is government. So maximum freedom should be given to the individuals. So this word individualism, it is derived from the French word laissez-faire. Okay, it is laissez-faire, which means leave alone. Laissez-faire, the meaning of this word is leave alone. Okay, leave alone. So individualists, the people who supported this individualism, they are called as individualists. They regarded as state as a necessary evil. State is necessary evil. Why it is necessary and why it is evil? It is necessary because state protect the individuals. Okay, it is necessary because it is protecting the individuals, and it is evil. It is evil because it is reducing the individual's freedoms. Okay, individualists, they said that state is a necessary evil. State is necessary, जरूरी है, but साथ ही वो बुरा भी है, evil भी है. Why it is necessary? जरूरी क्यों है state का होना, that is government का होना? Because it is protecting the individuals, it is governing the individuals. So while governing, it is making laws and it is reducing the freedoms of the individual. That is why it is considered as evil. It is necessary evil. It is both necessary and evil. Okay, individualists, they said that state is a necessary evil. So this individualism was developed in Europe in 18th and 19th centuries. John Locke, J.S. Mill, Adam Smith, Herbert Spencer, David Ricardo were some of the exponents of this theory. They have, given this theory. This theory was propounded by some of these political thinkers or philosophers, we can say. Okay, I hope individualism is clear to all of you. Individualism is nothing but here the individuals are given more importance than the state. They said that state should govern less and maximum freedom should be given to the individuals. The word individualism, it is derived from the French word laissez-faire, which means leave alone. The individuals should be left alone. State should not interfere in the every aspect of individual's life. Okay. So individualists, they said that state is a necessary evil. Why it is a necessary evil? It is necessary because it has to protect the state. That is the people, individuals. Okay. If the government has to protect this people, so it is necessary. And it is evil because it is reducing the freedoms of the individuals. I hope I'm clear with this. Next, let us discuss the various arguments advocated by different philosophers. Okay, individualism was advocated on the following arguments. Here we said that every individual is a sovereign. Sovereign means supreme authority over his mind and body. Every individual, you, me, and everybody is, sovereign of his own body and mind. You have control over your body and mind. No other person can control your body and your mind. So he should not be controlled by the state. Okay, every individual is sovereign over his body and mind. So he should not be controlled by the state. To survive in the competition, individuals, they work with personal interest. Okay, so if you want to survive, you have to show your interest, your talent, your skills, then only you will survive. Otherwise, you won't survive. So when you are showing your own interest, it will lead to increase in the production. Okay, when you are showing your interest in any work, then definitely there will be growth. Okay, there will be increase in the production. So if survive, here there is a theory of survival of fittest. Okay, here there is, if survival of the fittest is the principle, people work to their maximum to survive. Okay, here what happens, there is, here we are implying the theory of survival of the fittest. So a person who is fit, okay, he will survive. So the fit eliminates unfit. The fit eliminates unfit. So the interference of government always results in delay and corruption. So individualists, they opine that state that is best, which governs less. So state which governs less, that means which make less laws, is the best government. Okay, so individualism, it gives more importance to the individuals, and it says that an individual will survive in the competition with his own interest. If he has interest, then he will survive. The person who doesn't show interest, he will not survive the competition. Okay, so with this, I conclude my session today. See you tomorrow. Thank you.